I want to talk to you today about how to not let people steal your joy. Don't let party poopers take a crap on your joy. So I was reading in 2 Samuel chapter 6 about King David and the Ark of God being brought into Jerusalem. And you've got to understand that before this happens, earlier in the chapter, and just read before that in 2 Samuel, there's a lot of things that have happened leading up to this. They've been at war, people have died and just made silly mistakes in an effort to bring the ark into Jerusalem. Not only that, because of so many things happening, it actually kind of alludes to the fact that King David might have even been afraid to bring the presence of God in because he was afraid that God was angry with him or with the people. So he actually leaves it for 3 months at, I think it's Obed-Edom, the Gittite house, and in his household. He leaves it there for 3 months and waits and sees that God actually blesses that household, and then he goes, okay, let's bring it into Jerusalem. So 2 Samuel 6, they're finally bringing the Ark of God into Jerusalem. And this is what happens. They are celebrating, they are feasting, they're offering sacrifices, they're doing all of the normal things that they would do for a big celebration. And in the course of all of this, David is leaping and dancing and praising God with the people. He is just wholeheartedly, with no inhibition, worshiping the Lord, and then is passing out blessing to the people. He's going and blessing the different groups of people in the city. What happens about midway through, I think it's verse 16, and Michal, it's spelled Michael, M-I-C-H-A-L, it's female version, Michal. She is the daughter of King Saul. So part of David's household, and it says she despises King David in her heart because she saw the way he was acting and she didn't approve. Whatevs. So when David actually comes to bless his own household as just an expression of his joy and celebration about what God has done, Michal comes and confronts him, gets in his face. Who are you? What are you doing? Like, this is not appropriate behavior for a king to be acting this way. And here's how David responds. Love this. He says, "It was before the Lord who chose me above your father and above all this house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord, over Israel. Therefore, I will celebrate before the Lord. I will be more lightly esteemed than this and will be humble in my own eyes. But with the maids of whom you have spoken, with them I will be distinguished." So this is what David does. He stands firmly in the identity that God has given him. He boldly proclaims his calling to lead, and he confidently worships the Lord from looking back at the mountaintop of what they have just come from, the victory they have had. So here's what it is for you. 3 things. When people try to criticize and cut you down, as you are celebrating a mountaintop experience with the Lord, praising God wholeheartedly with nothing holding you back, stand firm in your identity in the Lord, in who He has declared that you are. Embrace and boldly proclaim the calling He has put on your life and worship the Lord with nothing holding you back. When you do those 3 things, nobody can steal your joy.